Thank you, Richard. Welcome. My name's Richard. I'm the other Richard. And today we're going to review, of course, carry on reviewing the previous class. We're going to keep looking at Sacha. Such a nice day. It's such a big city, which is our form of saying una ciudad tan grande. Es una ciudad tan grande que me pierdo siempre. It's Sacha, okay? When we're talking about plural nouns, we don't say Sacha, we simply say such, yeah? Then the adjective and then the noun. They're such nice people that I love spending time with them. For example, okay? With me in the studio is Susana. Susana, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good stuff. Okay, we're going to do the following exercise. Not only Susana, of course, but all of you at home as well. What I'm going to do is read you a couple of sentences, and I want you simply to say the same sentences again, but use the form Sacha. For example, okay, my neighbors are very friendly people. They always make me feel at home. What do you have to say? Simply, my neighbors are such friendly people that they always make me feel at home. Okay, good stuff. Susana, sorry, are you ready?
Yes.
Good, okay. The first one then. Madrid is a very big city. I always get lost. ¿Qué tenemos que decir? Madrid es una ciudad tan grande que siempre me pierdo. How do you say that, Susana?
Madrid is such a big city that I always get lost.
Excellent. Madrid is such a big city that I always get lost. Okay? Such a, lo decimos siempre juntos, okay? All together. Such a, como si fuese una sola palabra. It's such a big city that I always get lost. Easy peasy, no?
Yeah.
Muy bien. The next one. David Woodell, your friend, my friend, our friend. David Woodell is very intelligent. He's a very intelligent man. So I can never understand him. Entonces, David Woodell es una persona, un hombre tan inteligente que nunca lo entiendo. How would you say that?
David is such an intelligent man that
okay. Such an intelligent. Such an intelligent. Todo junto.
Okay. Such an intelligent man that I can't understand him.
He's such an intelligent man that I can't understand him. Muy bien. ¿Qué pasa aquí? Pues estamos hablando de un adjetivo, intelligent en este caso, que empieza por una vocal. Por tanto, decimos such an, no sucha, okay? Such an intelligent man, okay? That I can't understand him. Okay, my neighbor is very nice. Everybody loves him. Entonces, mi vecino es un hombre, una persona tan simpática que todo el mundo le quiere.
My neighbor is such a nice man.
Yeah.
That everybody loves him.
My neighbor is such a nice man that everybody loves him. Fantastic, good stuff. ¿Lo habéis hecho bien en casa? Espero que sí. Please, please, please don't forget. It's so important to repeat everything we're doing here out loud, en voz alta, siempre, okay? Otherwise, you're wasting your time. Cambiemos de tema. Well, we're not going to change the subject really because we're going to carry on talking about the same structure and the synonymous structure, so that, okay? For example, David Woodell is such an intelligent man that I can never understand him, or David Woodell is so intelligent that I can never understand him. Fácil, ¿no?
It seems so.
Venga, vamos con un par de ejemplos. The movie was so boring that I fell asleep. You remember this one from the previous class? Espero que sí. The movie was so boring that I fell asleep. Entonces, tienes que expresar lo mismo de la otra forma. Fue una película tan aburrida que me quedé dormido.
Okay, the movie was so boring that I fall asleep.
Bien, eso es lo que acabo de decir yo. Muy bien. Pero tú tienes que decir, it was such a boring...
Okay. It was such a boring movie that I fall asleep.
That I fell in pasado. Again.
Asleep.
It was such a boring movie.
It was such a boring movie that I fell asleep.
Good. Now you at home, all of you together. It was such a boring movie that I fell asleep. Andrés, in San Sebastián, por favor, presta atención. No te quedes así en el sofá, ¿vale? It was such a boring movie that I fell asleep. Or the movie was so boring that I fell asleep. The next one. The shoes were so expensive that I couldn't afford to buy them. Qué pena, ¿no?
The shoes.
So they were such.
They were such expensive shoes.
Muy bien, fantástico.
That I could not afford them.
That I could not afford them. O I couldn't, con la contracción mejor, that I couldn't afford them. Again?
They were such expensive shoes that I could not afford them.
Fantastic. They were such expensive shoes that I couldn't afford them. Aquí no decimos such a, ¿por qué? Porque shoes va en plural. Okay, they were such expensive shoes that I couldn't afford them. The last one, the other way around. The weather was so bad that I stayed at home.
It was such bad weather.
Bueno, such bad weather. No empleamos
bad
el
weather.
artículo con weather.
Okay, there was such a bad weather
That I
that
stayed
I
at home.
could stay at home.
Good stuff. Keep studying.